Mustangs To Fear. Today what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to do the billet hinges. A lot of people have trouble with billet hinges, so we're going to show you some of the tips and tricks that we use to get these things to fit right. One of the things that we've always done is we have this 1/4 inch adapter that goes on the back side. So if you look in here, you can see we've got this in here. The reason why we do that is these hinges are so tight and precise that if you don't have those in there, it's going to put these hinges in a bind. Now, most of the time, you usually need both of them. There are some exceptions where you might not need them at all. And there's other times where we've had customers that only needed them on one side. Now, what I want you to look at real close is if you look at this right hinge, I want you to see that that's running at just a little bit of an angle. Okay? Then I want you to come over here on the driver's side and take a look at it and see how straight it is. Now, when we're opening and shutting this hood, we're actually seeing that this is just lightly touching right here and right here. And that's why you have to get these things adjusted properly. Otherwise, they're so tight, so precise, they're going to rub. Now, these are our hinges. These are our Mustang To Fear hinges. Our hinges go up higher than anybody else's on the market. Plus, we have a turnbuckle in here. So that turnbuckle is to adjust this hinge in the back up and down and to dial it in just a little bit better. If you can see the buckle right here, that's what that's for right there. Now you do have your adjustments in the front to move it up and down, but this just kind of fine tunes it just a little bit more. So on this side over here, if you look at it, like I say, real close, we're angled in just a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll take this hood back off, and then we have a pipe that actually fits onto this. So we're going to take this all back off. We're going to put this on there, and if this is bolted on and everything is good to go, this thing should be perfectly straight with your firewall. If it's angled this way, if it's angled this way, then you know this rear hinge panel is off. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take this back off, bolt this on, and then we're going to straighten it, and then we'll bolt it all back up, and we'll see how it shuts up and down. That should be all the adjustment that you need on this. There should never be a time that you ever have to cut the back of your firewall off or the cowl. There's no reason for that. There's plenty of room. We can stick our hand back behind here when the hood's shut, providing you have everything adjusted properly. So right now we're going to take the hood off, take the hinge off, straighten this, put it back on, and see how the hood shuts. Okay, we have this bolted on. You can take a look at this now. This is all bolted in all 3 spots. This is like I said, this is a tube that we make that we can straighten these hinges up, these engine panels. So you can see that we're running at an angle, and this thing should be running about as straight as you can get it. So what we're going to do is just give this thing a little bit of a tweak to see if we can get it to go back, and then we'll bolt the hinge back on and we'll be good to go. Now it's perfectly straight. That's where we want it. We're going to take this back off, bolt the hinge back on, bolt the hood on, and we'll see where we're at. Okay, now we're going to show you how much room we got under here. Take a look at this. I'm going to stick my whole hand up under there. Actually, I could probably throw a cat through there. We got so much room. Now we're going to show you that you got a ton of room there. There's just no reason for you to ever have to cut your firewall or your cowl or anything. It just clears by a mile. Now come around to the front here, and we'll show you what the front looks like now. We'll show you just how much straighter that is after we straightened the hinge area out. Spot on. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the shock back up, bolt the hood on, shut it, see what it looks like. We'll go from there. Okay, got the hinges back on, got everything straightened out in the back. Now we're going to show you how nice this hood shuts. Nothing binding, nothing in a bind. I mean, it just opens and shuts really, really nice. Come over here and take a look at the profile, how the hood lines up at the top of the fender. And that is going to require minimal amount of blending. I mean, that's just, you're really not going to ask for a hood to fit any better than that. Of course, it's an MTF hood, if I didn't mention that earlier. MTF hinges to boot. So guys, I hope that helped you out. And if you got any questions, give us a call anytime. Have a good day.